Good evening, Nick the Forester here. I got a little time to get out in the shot tonight. Hoping this is gonna be the last video on this saw. It's gonna be once again the 510 DSP. Ran into a couple issues, as y'all seen in the last video. Got the top tank on, got the DSP valve figured out. It's functional. Rebuilt the bullfrog carb, put it on there, got all the stripped bolt holes fixed, and off video I tried to get the carb to prime. Wouldn't prime, so I took it back apart, cleaned it again, threw it in an ultrasonic cleaner. Tried with the duct valve, without the duct valve, and it will not prime. Pulled the primer apart. Seals look in good shape, but they could use replacing. I can't find any. I don't know where the O-rings or what they use, but I don't know where to find them. So, barring that, we're going to swap to a cube style carburetor. Your Tillotson HS, your Walboro STC. I got a few kicking around I could probably throw on it. But for time being, I'm going to change this top handle whole assembly. I don't have the material I want to use to make a adapter, so I'm just going to change the entire top handle. Just make it easy on myself. Really all I'm going to have to do is pull the carb bolts, one bolt back here, and pull off the DSP valve mechanism and throw it on another tank. So let's get to it. I want to get this all done. I'm about as sick of it as y'all are, to be honest with you. Yeah, dang. It won't pull no fuel. It's aggravating, I tell you. Go ahead and pull these off. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull these off. This all has been quite aggravating. Honestly, I'm just ready to get done with it. Throw it in some wood, tune it up, and probably sit it on a shelf for a while and move on to something else. This one's about drained the fun out of it for me. Not that making YouTube videos aren't fun, but the same one over and over, I know y'all are tired of watching it, and I'm tired of doing it. Tired of working on this thing. Yeah, I'll try to bring y'all in a little bit closer so y'all can actually see something. I'm just pulling the carb bolts off now. Alright, that one should be pretty well up. Go ahead and pull this one off. Pull two little gaskets with it. That go off. Pull the entire assembly off. Yeah, it wasn't pushing any fuel down anyways. Like I said, I tried priming it, tried using the starter, see if it would impulse it through. Nothing. So that's where we're at. It's quite aggravating. So we're going to just back up and punt. Swap out the top tank. And I will swap this over at a later date, probably off video. I mean, it's just, all it is that one gasket y'all seen in the earlier one. Come on. There we go. Really did not want to have to do this again. There goes the spring. That gasket stayed on this. Pull it back off. There we go. Set it back down on here. I'm gonna dump this gas out real quick. actually, I don't have to pull that off of that saw. I've got a spare one. Spare DSP assembly right there. I'll set this over to the side for now. Let's grab our that out of the way. Let's grab our other handle. Sorry, y'all. Other tank assembly. We'll have to pull probably the I will have to pull the trigger off of that one, but it's no issue. Get this bolt out of here. So we're going to this style tank, which I believe, yeah, it'll still work. Good deal, good deal. Now to get this trigger assembly out of here, which I'll probably do it off camera just because it's going to be time consuming, is that one roll pin right here. That one roll pin right there. That's all you got to do for both triggers. Then, or to take the trigger out, then to get this guy out, you have a one screw in the bottom side of it. But I'm gonna pause y'all real quick and we'll swap this out real quick and get back to putting it together. Hey y'all, we're back. I'll show y'all this little piece. Alright, so the trigger originally off the 510, this is your start button. This is in the bottom of it. Basically it goes like that. And that's all it is. That's your trigger assembly. On this other tank, this is the updated trigger with the throttle, or your idle speed. And then you can see in there, I don't know if y'all be able to see it, there's one little screw that holds this, what's it called on. Go ahead and pull that off real quick. This kill wire. Be a little bit of a bugger. Everything's gonna want to fall out too. There it goes. I like to save all these pieces if I can. There we go. Grab our little nose, grab that screw out. I'll go ahead and basically reassemble it off the saw. What I end up doing with these. Grab that screw, wire, you'll have this little knob right there. You'll have that little guy on the bottom, that's what grounds the saw out. Make sure, oh, got the slide on the very bottom. Slides, that one was stuck in there pretty good. Okay. You got this, got your slide, got your sliding piece, screwdriver, or screw, not screwdriver. Then what I do with the button. What happens when I get too much stuff on the bench. And the reason I couldn't use that other bullfrog that I know works is, I'll show you in just a second. I'll get this started. That way I keep all my pieces together. Of course I did that upside down. 1 second. so. There we go, much better. Go ahead and put that. I mean, that's what your on off button, that's all it does, is it moves that little bronze copper tang and grounds the tank, kill wire to the tank. Put this in here, that in here. Now I'll show y'all why I can't use this other bullfrog carb real quick. There's the two different styles, or two of the styles of bullfrog. There's 5 different variations. These were on the 70cc, these were on the 1010. See the differences in the impulse signal? This will not line up with what was on that other tank that we just took off. It will not. You can't get it to work. I spent probably an hour and a half last night trying to figure it out, and I just could not figure it. So for the time being, these two are going to sit off to the side. Go up ahead, put our primer in that bag, keep it for later. All right, back on this tank. So do our kill wire. I might have to take that high idle off. Yeah, I will. I believe it's gonna let us. Okay, that's easy enough. It's just that. Gonna have to take our high idle lever off. That's why it's much easier to make a adapter. Be honest with you, much easier to make an adapter to put the what's it called on those saws than it is to do this way. By far, I would say. I just don't have the material to make an adapter, and like I said, I'm about sick of working on this thing. May have to tap this roll pin in just a touch. That way I can get past it to be able to now. Yeah. Come on. Working with stuff that ain't moved in years and years and years, and it ain't one to go down without a fight. It's just stiff, you can get it. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. That off this side. I said this will fit in these. Alright. Just like that. Push it forward. Yep, should work. Forward, back, nice. Double check. Yep, she's the same. So I expect most of these saws. Oh, come on, I can't get it back through. There we go. And drive this roll pin back down again. So I put in our trigger and be back to programming. That'll be pretty darn close to needs to be. Now it's time to do our DSP valve. So your little doodads, if I remember right, go like, there we go. That's how it's supposed to go. Alright. There we go. Still lines up like a charm. But they didn't give me the bolts to go to it. Nope. Okay. We'll just roll them off the other one real quick. I mean, you see it's just 2 bolts. Hold that on. Or do I? Let me see if I might have some spares over here. Let me just pause y'all real quick. Alright guys, we're back. It's an 8x32 by 1/2 inch. That's what those bolts are. Sorry if I didn't say it before. Need your little spacer. So it holds that rod in. Make sure we got it right. Yeah. Yeah, it goes like so. Okay. Let's get this bad boy going. If I can put this in the right way. Yeah, like so. So you need to go like so. This little guy goes like that. It's supposed to help hold that guy in. See that? That's how she goes. Just like so. Okay. Okay, got you situated. One second, folks. Let me pause y'all real quick. I'm sorry. Hey, folks, we're back. Trigger's in. Works like it's supposed to. Kill switch is in. Works like it's supposed to. Just like so. And then there are them 2 bolts that hold the decompression valve lever, whatever you want to call it, on. Did figure out that I am missing. Mcculloch actually upgraded the carb mounting bolt size on these saws. The newer ones, the 1010s, are I believe a 10x32, while the older 510s are 8x32. And I do not have one that's long enough to fit on the right side right now. So, for the time being, what we're gonna have to do here, one, get this guy lined up. there on down. So we can grab our decompression. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. So with this tank, since I'm swapping to this tank and not using a 70cc tank, the mounting spots are different. You can see how tall that one is, almost flush. Well, you see the difference with this one now. That means I gotta find a 510 or 70cc spacer to use on this saw now. Let me see if I can dig through the parts and see if I have one. I'll go ahead and pause y'all real quick. Hey guys, after digging through my parts, I do not have a, I believe it's 84080 700 series intake block. Trying to use that 1010 tank handle. I'm running into the same problem I did when I had the 1010/700 Franken saw, where the tank does not want to sit flush down, and with this saw, with the decompression valve how it is, it's not, the arm, since it's sitting up higher, the arm's not reaching the decompression valve. So one more time I'm gonna put this build on pause while I try to find a 84080 online, 84080 intake spacer online, and then get the correct mounting bolt for this saw. So hold on with me for one more video hopefully, and we'll get this guy wrapped up, and we're gonna fire it up, put in some wood, and then it'll probably go up on the shelf for a little while and get on to the next one. But I really appreciate y'all watching this. I'm sorry that this thing's had so many issues. It's honestly beating me down. So I'm ready to get it done as much as you are. I assure you. I want to get on some different content, which tonight I'm going to go ahead and start working on some other content, because honestly I'm ready to move on to something else. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all saw something new. See that there's a lot of these Mccullochs. There's a lot of changes you can make to them. Parts off some saws, working on other saws. Sorry, just trying to clean up a little bit. Things like that. I mean, there's so many, so much interchangeability between the 54cc, like your 1010s, 110s, 210s, 310s, and your 70cc's, your 410s, 510s, 610s, 710s, 700s. I mean, there's a lot of interchangeability, but there is some parts specific, like trying to use this 1010 handle / fuel tank on that 510 engine. I will need a 700 style intake block, the thinner one like I showed in the previous video. But hope y'all enjoyed it. Stick with me for one more video, and we're going to knock this guy out, and we're going to get on to some much funner builds. So till next time, guys, I appreciate all y'all watching. Really appreciate the comments, and hope y'all have a great evening. Thanks, guys.